Alright folks, we are here for the first time here at Langley Speedway on MaxSpeedTV, presenting the East-West Wednesday night touring modifieds. This is our first race with here for them. It's going to be 100 laps here tonight, folks. Always fun to put on a big race here, a lot of laps. They will go by really fast though. Always, this is Charles here in the booth. Alongside me is Josh. You know him as Steam King in the chat. So, Steam King, welcome to the booth today.
Thank you, Charles. And since we're at Langley is a very tight circuit under 0.4 miles. These drivers are going to be running into a lot of lap traffic tonight. Cautions may, of course, and will happen. Let's hope temperatures don't flare tonight.
Yeah, tempers probably will. Let's hope they don't get too out of control. We're going to do our best with some of these names tonight, and this is our very first time with these guys, so bear with us if we do mispronounce some of these names. Fairly easy name right now, Richard Smith, who has a fast time of 14.052. That is your pole sitter for tonight so far. Followed by Junior. Well, nope, it was Junior. Now it's John Perkins with a 14.066. So again, we're gonna get our way through these names here tonight. Hopefully, we don't mess them up too bad, but we will definitely try. Again, this one, the run a little different. This is in a iRacing official race, so there wasn't any practice. We are right here into qualifying already. Just about a little under 3 minutes left here in qualifying. So, any predictions of who you think's going to win tonight, Steam?
Well, even though we have very low number of drivers, I'm not really sure about my predictions, but I'm not going to bet anything tonight. so I got nothing.
Yeah, that's always good. I mean, this is our first time broadcasting here for this league, so we don't have any whole lot of details about. So any of these guys could win. We don't know who the fast guys are, other than qualifying here, and they're all running in the 14.1s with two guys in the 14.0s. So a very competitive looking speeds here as far as time wise.
Yeah, and these modifies with the 612 horsepower engine, they're not going to go faster than 110 miles per hour tops.
Yeah.
Since the track is so short.
Yeah, you definitely, if you get faster than that, you're probably going to hit a wall somewhere. And with these open wheel cars, if you hit a wall, you're probably going to be putting it into the pits as your night's going to be done.
You're going to end up swearing afterwards.
Yeah. And that is, speaking of swearing, we were just talking to JP Winshittle. So, yes, we're not cursing here on the air. That is his name. That's what he told us. So, it's like we get a free pass, but we are definitely not cursing here on the stream. That is his name.
Yep.
So we got about 55 seconds here till till the race starts. Again, we had to go straight into qualifying because it isn't an iRacing official race. So this will affect their iRating and safety rating. If they get in too many incidents or whatnot, they could lose iRating and safety rating in this race tonight, which is completely different than most leagues we do, as they're hosted. But they're trying to build this league up. So we're going to help them out here, try to get a good broadcast for them, and hopefully get some more drivers in here on a weekly basis.
Yep, and hopefully they end up maybe in a higher prestigious series one day, but we never know where they end up.
And a lot of these guys, they like certain cars and they stick with them. As it looks like TJ Graves in the 11 car is the only car that has not qualified so far. Everybody else has, as qualifying is now over, so we are going to go right into racing. Alright, so that will do that. So we'll go through the grid real fast for you. And Steve, you got the grid, or you want me to go through it tonight?
Yeah, I got the grid. It's only 13 drivers.
Alright.
Yep. Richard Smith is in first. John Perkins is to the outside of him in second. Connor Blaze in third. Junior Harville in fourth. Keith Jeffrey in fifth. Gary Holbrook in sixth. JP Winsettle in seventh. Kyle O'Danick in eighth. Glenn Presser III in ninth. Clifton Cockrell in 10th. Jeffrey Stanton in 11th. Kevin O'Dowd in 12th. And in last place, in 13th, is TJ Graves.
Alright, great job with the lineup. So we're just a few moments away. It looks like we got about two drivers, one driver now that grid in. As soon as they grid in, we will go green flag racing. Not sure, we haven't been to this track before, but they'll either do 1 or 2 laps here, pacing around the track. Then they will get the green flag from iRacing. Again, this is 100 laps here tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, for those that haven't been to this track with these cars, or any car for that matter, but particularly with these cars, we were watching them yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, and 100 laps took about 38 minutes. So these guys are moving around this track really fast.
Yep. Well, under that 15-second lap time.
Yeah, 14 seconds around this place. It does not take much to get around here.
Yep. Welcome to the Langley Speedway in Hampton, Virginia. Immediately adjacent to NASA's Langley Research Center, the Oval has been a launching pad for many NASCAR careers and was the site of 9 NASCAR Grand National races. With a length of under 0.4 miles, this track can be tricky to master with under 10 degrees of banking in the turns.
Yes, this thing is flat. It is flat like a pancake. It has no banking in it. Most of these tracks on here have at least probably 15, if not more. But green flag is in the air. Great start for the 2 of Connor. No, that was the 2 car. There we go. Richard Smith got a great start, followed by the 1 of Connor Blaze. Them 2 have got about a car length over, but they are single file now. Nobody really trying to pass too much right now. Again, they got 100 laps here.
Yep, John Perkins keeping his line at third, right in front of Junior Harville at number 3.
Yeah, they are in single file here. We'll go back and check about 7th or so place, see if we got any action going on with the 9 car of Kyle. Little bit of racing going. The 2 got out of the groove, but back into it. Not the 2, that was the 12. I think they got these bars on the side of those cars, makes those numbers a little bit difficult to see sometimes as they go right through them, but that is the 12, not the 2. The 2 obviously up at the front. Yeah, check on TJ Graves making his way. He is up to 10th now from starting last place, so he's on the move. Definitely won't be in the back for long if he continues this pace.
Yep, and consistency at a track this short is really a must.
Yeah, and it looks like the 12 That is Glenn. He can, he just can't hold it on the bottom like some of these guys can right now, and he's getting passed up quite a bit right now. As he's just lost 2 positions there.
Yeah, let's hope we can regain those positions back, those drivers.
Yeah, and it could be maybe he's just sitting back, biding his time. Don't want to wear out your tires too much, because I did see yesterday in practice some of these guys that pushed it really hard in the front. They got up to about 5th or 6th or so pushing those tires, and then as soon as they did, they had no tires left and were spinning them out.
Yeah, because the tire wheel was just coming right off them. In the end, they had no grip, so they had to go get new tires in the pits.
That being said, the 11 of TJ Graves has just cracked the top 10. Now he's in 8th place, so he's moving up. He's taking names right now and putting people down, as he's going to be coming up on Kyle in that 9 car. Just about 1.2 seconds ahead, or behind Kyle right now. That's how far he has to get to get up to Kyle, who's currently in 7th place.
Keith Jeffrey in number 8 in front of JP Winslow in the 4, still holding his line pretty good.
Again, you won't see a whole lot of like gutsy, bold moves to try to get by. They have plenty of time, and they will have to pit for tires here tonight. Not sure on fuel, but they may have to put on fuel too.
Yeah, with these little cars, these modifieds, even though they got a 23-gallon fuel tank, at a track like this, estimately over 150 laps of fuel.
Yeah, so
fuel shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. And I say that they might not pit tires. Again, this is a brand new series for us here, so not sure on the tire wear for these. We didn't get a hold of race control before the race, but they'll definitely be checking. I know they do wear out pretty quick, so they're taking it easy. And if you do see a caution, even yesterday in the practice and the race we were watching, they did pit for tires. So they definitely want fresh tires. The question is, if it doesn't come out with a caution, who will pit and who won't pit?
Yep, who's going to win the race off pit road, and who's going to stay out to lead the lap, and all those factors.
Yeah, so right now, we'll take a look. We still have Richard Smith and Connor Blaze are your first 2, and John Perkins is your 3rd place car right now. So no real changes up to the front, but the first 2 do have about a 2 to 4 car length lead over 3rd place right now.
Yes, they do. And Langley Speedway is, even though it's 6 degrees of banking in the turns and 4 degrees on the straights, keep in mind now it's actually the same banking degrees at the old Homestead Miami Speedway from the late 90s to the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's a very interesting track. And if you ever need to know facts about a track, Josh here definitely is the guy to go to. He is our book of knowledge when it comes to these cars and these tracks.
Yes, indeed. Everything from the length all the way to the former names of the track and the old historical track changes and all that. Pit road speed, which of course pit road speed here is 30 miles per hour. So, want to know about a track? Just come over and talk to me.
Yeah, he is definitely, you definitely are a book of knowledge for us.
Yep, and same for the cars. Just head on over to me. I'll fill your brain with all the knowledge you could ever think about.
Yeah, but
that's it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and with that said, if you want to look at more car-related facts and facts and all that, you can head to, and if you're iRacing member, by the way, you can head to the iRacing.com car info. That'll give you a bit more statistical stuff about any of the iRacing cars.
It's true, and I just noticed TJ Graves back down to 8th place now from 11th, or from 8th. From 7th. Wondered if he used those tires up too quick and he has already fallen off. as he just got to the bumper of Kyle in that 9 car, but he lost anything he gained in the straightaway. So he may have scrubbed off a lot of the speed on them tires trying to get to the front, and pretty much may not have any left. He could just be conserving. We really don't know, but we'll try to get him in the booth if we get a chance to.
Yeah, those tires might be getting hot, and whenever your tires are looking hot and you burn the wear off them, your cornering speed drastically suffers from that. Not just straight line speed, but your cornering speed to the turns definitely has a big change.
Yes, well, maybe he might have been holding back. He was right on the bumper of Kyle. He gave him a couple little shots to the back bumper. Thought he might have been spinning, but he did not hit him that hard, so both of them keep going. Still no change up front. We still have Richard Smith, Connor Blaze, and John Perkins are your top 3 drivers right now. So those will be the ones that we will be interviewing, assuming we can get them up here in the booth after the race. As we're about a quarter of the way, we got 33 laps right now of 100, so we are a third of the way through this race. Back here in 10th place, or 10th place cutoff, is the Gary Holbrook. So that is in 10th place in that 6th machine, sitting there running 14.4 still. So everybody's in the 14s, so nobody is just pulling away really bad from the rest of the field, except for first place, Richard Smith running a 14.190.
Yeah, he's definitely fast, very quick. But John Perkins has the fastest lap with a 14.162.
And those the top 4 are getting bunched up together there now. So maybe the top 2 got out there to a lead and wore them tires off as well. Because 3rd and 4th, that is John Perkins and Junior Harville are catching right up with them now. Just about a car length and a half off. We're going to be coming up on the 40 lap mark here very soon. And while we're sitting here a little single file watching the 10 car of John Perkins, let's take a minute and we'll go on board with him real fast. We'll take a view from the inside car here. That's what they see. Not a great field of view, plus you have that little windshield there. It's not technically, I wouldn't call that a windshield, but it is something to stop debris from coming up into your helmet or face and hitting you. But a little bitty cockpit and not a very wide field of view. Plus, you can see these cars have those open wheels, which make it real tricky. If you just barely touch the wall, it will bend that wheel in and destroy your axle. And if you do that, your night is done for sure.
Yeah, this car is as fragile as the Indy cars and the F1 cars. And even though they're open wheels, they have better cornering speeds than the trucks, the Xfinity cars, or the Monster Energy cars.
And if I'm sitting here, look, you can see just how bent that wheel is in, just to help him get around this place on that right-hand side.
Yep, and the thing about the modifieds, the body is actually built closer to the left side tires than the right side tires.
Yeah, these cars are they're one of a kind, that's for sure. They aren't exactly like most race cars. They're kind of a combination of open wheels and
dragster, pretty much.
Yeah, they are. They're a one-off car, but they are a blast to drive. I took one out earlier this week and loved it. It looks like we have our first caution now.
Yes, we do.
That's going to be the 12 car.
Oh, I see someone just banged the wall there on turn 4.
Just for the record, you drove up to me. I'm on board with your car, and you could have gave me some room and we could have finished, but instead you fucking junked me. So like I said, fuck you, Adam.
I mean,
After you fucking...
Alright folks, sorry about that. We had to mute the mics there. Apparently something reset on our stream. Game chat is not supposed to come through, and for some odd reason it did. We apologize for that, especially the language. That is not how we do. Again, that was on us. We just forgot to make sure that was off. It was off earlier today. Not sure what happened, so we will take a look into that. That being said, we will be right back. Take a short little break while we're under caution here. Alright folks, again, hopefully that does not happen again. That was a driver in here showing his disgust for another driver who apparently dumped him. We did not want that going there, so we got the sound off there for a second to mics. We will definitely keep an eye on that, make sure that does not happen again as we're back in the green here. Just over halfway. Steve, if you want to go over those facts you were going over, sorry about that. When I muted them, you got muted as well.
Yeah, give me a minute.
And while he's gathering those, we still have our only lead change. Connor Blaze now has the lead, followed by Junior Harville and John Perkins. So we'll change up front.
Alright, Langley Speedway, it's located in Hampton, Virginia. It's a short track, traditional oval, but it's tight. It was open in 1950, still open today, but it had 3 former names before that. And they were the Langley Raceway from 1950 to 1964, the Langley Field Speedway from 1965 to 1988, and the Dude Ranch Speedway, my personal favorite, from 1989 to 2001. And Langley Speedway ever since 2002.
Well, there you go, folks. And like I said, if you need to know any information, Josh here will definitely get you hooked up with it.
Yep, right on the telephone.
Alright, begin over, folks. Again, we want to apologize for the language that came through there. That is, well, while we don't condone it, that was not us. That was mistake on our behalf, though. That was supposed to have been muted. I'm not sure how it got unmuted, but we want to apologize again for it. That being said, again, Connor Blaze is our new leader of the race.
Yep, with Junior Harville in second and John Perkins in third, rounding out your podium, and Jeffrey Stanton in fourth, and JP Winsettle rounding out the top 5.
Yep. So not much, not a whole lot of passing going on, but a little. We've had about 5 cars that have had to make pit stops so far, so a few people went in during the caution. Not very many, so we'll definitely see how these tires hold up. Some of these guys apparently don't need them, as the top 6 cars haven't pitted, even under caution. As we're going on lap 62 of 100 now. This race is wrapping up very quickly.
Yes, it is. Now we're past lap 60 with about 40 laps to go.
And so that's 62 tires on these or 62 laps on these tires here. That is a lot of laps for any set of tires, even on a short track like this.
Yes, it is. It's really a lot of pressure on them to carry that much load over that many course of laps. It really works them in.
Looking at on 5th place right now, Richard Smith, who was our leader. We didn't get a chance to go back and look because we were in the race chat muted. We might take a look at that after the race here. That may have been what the little debate was going on there, if that's what you want to call it. He may have had somebody spin him out, as they were definitely talking about somebody dumping somebody, which does happen in racing. It will make tempers flare, which, Josh, you talked about that. Tempers probably will flare here.
Yes, every track that is under a mile or 1.60934 kilometers long, tempers are going to flare. I mean, even on tracks like Phoenix and Dover, tempers do flare from time to time. But on short tracks like, especially Langley and Bristol and Richmond, tempers flare big time.
Yeah, they definitely do. And this is a night race, so I'm not sure if it's a full moon out there, but full moons seem to bring out even more tempers for some reason. Maybe just a little superstition there, but it seems like it does. Anytime there's a full moon and short track racing, it is a bad combination.
If the full moon, the wolves are howling, it's bad time.
Yeah. And looking here, everybody got 11 cars on the lead lap. Gary, the 6th car of Gary Hallberg is 1 lap down, and 12 car is also 5 laps down. Everyone else is on the lead lap right now.
Yep, and that'll be Glenn Press of the 3rd, which is the number 12 car.
So we'll take a look up here. No real battles going on for the lead. 3 car, that is Junior Harville. He may just be kind of holding back, seeing what he can do, see if he can save a run, as we're going to be 2/3 of the way done here in about 2 laps or so. And not very many laps. We got 1 lap to go here, and we will be at 75 of 100 laps.
Yeah, 3-4 for the race in the book. So caution number 2.
Caution is out. Let's see who that is.
Number 11 and number 4.
And number 10 getting involved as well.
That John Perkins is going down the grass, and that grass at Langley, it actually got a hill in it. So be careful. It could really mess you up.
Yeah, well, let's go back here and take a look, see what got the 10 to spin, if it was his own doing or if he had a little help there. It looks like he just spun out. And everybody trying to avoid him there. There's not a whole lot of room to get around.
No, this track is 3 lanes wide. So 3-hour racing is pretty much a death sentence here.
Yeah, especially if you get sideways, you're taking up 2 of those 3 lanes, so that will knock him from 3rd to 6th, as he's going to lose 3 spots.
Ouch. Hope he can regain that back in the next 20 or so laps.
And we'll see, looks like nobody's going to come on to pit road.
Apparently 5 previous drivers came on pit road.
Oh! The 9 car! That was almost a very bad situation. I believe that was the 9. It might have been the 6. No? Who was that?
I said it was the 4 and the 11.
Somebody almost missed pit road. That's definitely going to cost him. He almost hit the barrels at the end of pit road right there. The tires.
Yeah, those tires, barrels, whatever, they are soft. They are especially hard. You know, things that's pretty much equivalent of taking out your engine.
Yeah, they will definitely do that. Luckily, he was going slow enough that he could avoid. If that had been under green flag, he definitely would have probably hit those, and that would have ended his night.
Yep, got Clifton Crockwell, the number 7 car on pit road, and he sent back out to the track in 12th position.
Yes, that's definitely unfortunate for him, as that's gonna put him. Well, no, he is on the lead lap because it was under caution. So now we only have 1 car more than a lap down, and that is the 12 of Glenn. He is.
Yeah, he's 5 laps down.
Yep. So everybody other than him is on the lead lap. So still good racing here tonight. We'll check in. I've had only 2 cautions for 9 laps. Still 22 laps to go here. Only 1 lead change, and that was when Connor Blaze and that one machine took the lead. As lights are out, so we'll be going green right about now. A good start for Connor, but the rest of the guys kind of bunch up back there.
Yeah, they did. They didn't really see the green lights until it was too late as the pumping heading down the back straight in turn 3 and turn 4.
And the guy we've been talking about right now, sitting in 4th place, that is TJ Graves. So he's worked his way up slowly but surely, getting his way all the way from dead last up to first. Or up to third now, working for first.
And that's again 10 positions. He is definitely the biggest mover tonight. Caution number 3 is out.
That will be the number 13 of Kevin Adu. We'll take a look, see what caused that.
Let's hope it's not Carson's moment right now.
Yeah, it very well could be. That seems to happen in racing. Looks like, oh yeah, looks like the 8 car there. Gave him a little nudge and spun him around. That was the 8 car of Keith Jeffrey. No, I mean it wasn't a intentional just slamming. It was just a little nudge.
Yeah, that's what I call the Chick Hicks light tap.
Yep.
Have you ever seen cars?
I have.
Chick Hicks, he plays a bit dirty, and when he does a little nudge in the back, those cars just go spinning and wrecking like crazy.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look intentional. It was just a little bit of a racing incident. As now we have our top 3 is Connor Blaze, Jeffrey Stanton, and TJ Graves. So we got a few new guys up in the top 3, but still Connor Blaze is leading the race. Take a check here. Check Connor Blaze here. There we go. Has led 38 laps so far, so he's led quite a few. Alright, so we'll go through the field here. Second place is Jeffrey Stanton. Again, has led 0 laps.
And Junior Harville in 4th, and John Perkins in 5th. Rounding into top 5.
Yep, sorry for that little mic issue there, but yes, those are your top 5 there. So again, the guy that led a lot of laps, we'll check back here, is Richard Smith. Led 46 laps, now back in 7th place. Again, though, we didn't get a chance to look at that. That may have been what all the temper flaying was about, him possibly getting spun out of the lead. But somehow he did get back in the back, and he's trying to work his way back up to the front.
And he's been grinding his way up to the front, and many times pretty much getting caught up in that back in the front. There, he really can't get on by.
Yeah, definitely the car to watch here tonight is that 11 car, as he started dead last, and he's worked his way all the way up to 3rd of TJ Graves. So that is an outstanding performance, and definitely a hard Charger award if they gave one out here.
Yep, driving on the move.
Yep, and the lights are out, so we are going to be going green for lap 88 of 100 coming up right now.
Yep, from the 10 to go.
And this will be probably some aggressive racing here, as we've got some good racing in the back right now between the 9 car. The 9 and 3 is up. They sorted out, go single file. We still have some racing going on with the 13 of Kevin Adu. He's a little bit back there now. There he is with the 9 car of Kyle. Them two are going to battle that position now. That is for a top 10 finish. Oh, and the 4 car is going to bump Kyle and give him a little nudge there. No harm done. They both keep going. Yeah, Rubbin is racing, and they are going to be doing a lot of it here in these closing laps right now.
Yep, less than 10 to go.
Yep, less than 10 to go, and TJ Graves in the 11 is up to 2nd. Got his sights set on 1st place now.
And Connor Blaze is almost a second ahead of TJ Graves. But let's see if TJ can catch up with Connor.
Yeah, he's definitely, we'll pull up our driver bar here. Yep, he has got .683 seconds on him. We'll keep an eye on that and see if it drops any as he's reeling him in on lap 93 of 100 here. So again, this race is just about over, folks. He's not really reeling him in, but he's not losing time either. Still 683.
He's like in that balanced middle area, pretty much.
Well, that time he just dropped to 783. Lost a tenth on Connor Blaze in that one machine, so he's pulling. Connor Blaze is pulling away now. So unless something drastic happens with 5 laps to go at this pace, Connor Blaze will probably be your winner. Right now it's T.J. Graves, Jeffrey Stanton, John Perkins, and Richard Smith in 5th place, followed by Keith Jeffrey in 6th.
Yeah, gotta give props to T.J. Graves. He's definitely the driver on the move lane, starting in 13. Off the second, that is like classic arcade racing right there.
Yeah, the battle right now is the 5 of Jeffrey Stanton, the 10 of John Perkins, and Richard Smith in the 2. That is for 3rd place. Those guys are going to battle it out right there. As it looks like the 5 of Jeffrey Stanton's going to get a little bit of a lead, and another kind of spread out. They were a lot bunched up. A lot more bunched up as we have 3 laps to go, and a caution is out.
Fourth caution, Kevin O'Dell. Now in the grass on the back straightaway. Entering turn 3. And I believe that is going to shut this race off for the night.
Yeah, we'll go back and take a look. Did he get in the grass, you said?
Yeah, he actually, I believe he spun out and went down into the grass on the back straight.
Yeah.
So it could be a wall tap.
Not sure if him and another one got in together. I saw they were pretty close there, but may just got a little loose. But either way, he is going to be going to the back there.
Yeah, getting back on the power on a low bank track in these cars, you gotta be very careful, and because spinning out is really not an option, especially right here.
Yeah. Alright, so the checkered is out. That is going to be how it ends. Connor Blaze is going to be your winner, followed by TJ Graves and Jeffrey Stanton. Alright folks, we will take just a quick break here. We will see who we can get in the booth. I believe we can get TJ Graves in here, our 2nd place finisher. Then we will see if we can get these 3rd place and winner in here. Don't see them in TeamSpeak here tonight, but if we can, we will definitely get them here. But again, we'll be right back with that, and then we will go over tonight's finishing order. Alright folks, here we go. We got I forgot y'all's name, sorry about that. Connor Blaze and TJ Graves. So Steam will let you interview 2nd place, as 3rd place is not here.
So TJ, you started in 13th and you ended, I believe, in 2nd. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was a struggle for sure. Messed up qualifying and driver error, so we had to work for it, but it was fun.
During the whole race, were you conserving tires or were you just powering through those turns? It looked like you were powering through the turns.
In the beginning stages, I was powering, and then I got yelled at on the radio, so calm down. So I had to calm down a little bit.
Okay. So for all the tracks for the whole track, which turns would you say were the toughest for you to get the car around?
As the run progressed, turn 4, coming off of turn 4 was the worst, but my better of all the corners was turn 1. That's where I made up most of my time.
So at the near the end, you were trying to catch up to Connor Blaze there, but it seemed like you couldn't catch up to him with nearly a second behind him.
Yeah, I ran out of tires at that point. I didn't want to capitalize and wreck in front of the whole field. We were pretty loose, so just conserved and maintained second.
Or anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Absolutely. Double Clutch for making all this possible. FriendlyBoxBreaks.com, Short Track Racing Network, Tilio's Pizza, Central Jersey RV, Meg Wheels, everybody that supports me, real and virtual. I'll be back soon. I just got back into iRacing here shortly, so this was my first race in a while.
You're getting back to how it all works out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try. Well, I don't have a good reputation ever in anything, so this is a different form for me, actually.
Alright, thanks for having you here in the booth for the interview. Catch
My
up you
pleasure.
later.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
Alright, so that leads us to the man of the hour, Connor Blaze. So first off, congrats on the win and welcome to the booth for the first time.
Thank you.
Few simple questions for you. One, how does it feel to get that first win when it's being broadcasted?
Oh, it feels really good. It was a very stout field. Just had to conserve tires for that race.
Yeah, we looking at stats here. Took you a little bit to get to the front. You were already there most of the race, but to get up to the actual lead took you a little bit. But then when you got there, you led 54 laps. So you led the majority of the laps in this race.
Yeah, I had a real good strategy there. Wasn't going to pit that whole race. Unfortunately, Richard Pitt kind of messed up the race we were going to have. Hopefully, we can race more like that later in the season.
So I believe next week, can't recall the track right off my head, but I believe it's 60 laps. So you think you'll have any different strategy at that track compared to the 100 laps here? Or are you possibly going to keep the same strategy?
For that track, I'm probably going to take a little bit more tires.
Yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get everything. We had a few little minor bugs, but we're still learning all y'all's names and whatnot, and we'll get that sorted out. This will be a weekly series we're doing here, broadcasting, so we're glad to be on board with y'all. That being said, again, congrats. Is there any sponsors, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone at Team Wolfpack and Vertex Specialty Fabrications and you guys for putting this on.
Alright, folks. Well, there you have it. Those were the top two. Unfortunately, we did not get Jeffrey Samprin. Yes.
Stanton is below in the AFK.
Alright, well, we'll grab him real fast. We'll let Josh grab the third place. Did not know he was here. Alright. Stan, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Alright, well, sorry about that. We didn't see you down there. So, we'll go ahead and get you interviewed real fast. Josh, you want to grab him?
Yes, sir. So Stanton plays finish, coming from a qualifying position of 11th. How you feel tonight?
I'm just happy to finish where I was finished. I didn't expect to finish up front at all tonight.
Yeah, so how was modified handling throughout the whole race?
Hold up. Just 1 second. Can you say that question again?
How is the car, the modified, handling throughout the whole race?
It started to get loose at the end when tires started getting really worn out because I didn't pit at all. I figured tires would matter a little bit more tonight, but I guess it didn't. But it was pretty neutral tonight, surprisingly. I was fighting handling conditions all night long in practice.
So throughout the end of the race, you were trying to catch up to TJ Graves, but in the end, you couldn't catch up to him. He came up with a third.
I was trying real hard. The car. I burned off my right rear and my right front to catch back up to TJ. It was a fun race, though.
Yes, indeed. So, which turns would you say were the hardest to get around?
Usually turn 1 with bump, getting through 1 and 2, just both ends of the track. I was really having a tough time getting through the center.
So what do you think about Langley's way? Do you like it, hate it, dislike it?
It's a great track. It's a great track, and I'm glad it's reopened real life this year. I am so glad this track is back open.
Yes, indeed. So, anybody to thank for tonight?
I'd like to thank Napa Auto Parts of Rockwell, North Carolina, Wham, Big Evil Designs, Burning Rubber Radio, Cool Shirt, Racing Electronics, Farbo Motorsports, Condon Motorsports, and Farlow Motorsports.
All right, thanks for the interview, and hopefully we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you for broadcasting.
All right, folks. Little confusion going on there, but we got it sorted out. All 3 drivers in the top 3 getting interviews there. We will go real fast and run through the race results. Josh, you want to read those down?
Yes, I do. Connor Blaze is going to come with the win. TJ Graves is going to come out with a 2nd place. Jeffrey Stanton in 3rd. John Perkins in 4th. Rounding out the top 5 will be Richard Smith. Keith Jeffrey in 6th. Junior Harville in 7th. Gary Holbrook in 8th. Clifton Cockrell in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Kyle O'Danick. In 11th is JP Winsettle. Kevin O'Dowd in 12th. And the only driver that was multiple laps down was Glenn Presso III in 13th.
All right, folks. Well, again, on behalf of me, Josh, and all the staff and employees that don't get paid but have a good time volunteering here at MaxSpeedTV, we hope you have a good night, and we will see you again here next week.